Well, hello. Your friend Mr. Duty back with you. Now, one thing that I usually get called is happy or silly or goofy, right? Or outgoing or excited. But there's some days I don't feel that way, or some parts of the day, maybe I'm in a bad mood or I'm a little grumpy. Have you ever felt grumpy before? Yeah, me too. And it's not a fun feeling. And sometimes you can feel so grumpy or sad or tired that nothing really cheers you up. And that's okay. And that's okay. But I have a story today I want to read to you. I'm going to try to make it fun, but I'm also going to try to make it educational, which means we learn a little something too. But it's called Grumpy Monkey. Grumpy Monkey. Now, I know the first graders here at Hillview read this because I talked to Mrs. Russa. She's our art teacher. And she mentioned you read it, but I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to use some Snapchat filters and try to have some fun with it. So, join me if you would, please. One wonderful day, Chimpanzee, which sounds like chimpanzee, Chimpanzee woke up to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. And there's Jim. And if you look at Jim's face, he doesn't look very happy. Jim was confused. Maybe that's the way he normally doesn't feel. Jim was confused.
Yeah. What the heck's going on here? This ain't like me.
Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. Norman's the big guy.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Jim. And I am not grumpy!
On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Marabou's that kind of weird-looking bird.
Grumpy? Me? I am not grumpy!
But look at how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched over. So Jim loosened up. Sometimes when you're in a bad mood, you might be even sitting or pouting in a certain way. And people can tell, right? Sometimes we try to hide it, but sometimes it's easy to tell. So if someone's sitting like this, you can tell something's probably not right. So when it says he loosened up, it kind of means he was like, yeah, okay, I'm fine. Then he ran into a lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told the lemur. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day.
Hello, it is me, Jim again. And I would just like to say, I am not grumpy!
Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brow. Raising his brow meant like that. Then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling grumpy.
Grumpy? Me, Chimpanzee? I'm not grumpy. I told you, I'm not grumpy.
Then why the frown, Jim? Said the snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman said to the snake. So Jim put on a smile. When you put on a smile, sometimes even when you don't want to, you just kind of like, when I see like my grandma and I know I'm upset about something, I might just go, hi, Grandma, so good to see you. Because if I walked in like this, hey, Grandma, good to see you, like she'd know something was wrong. And sometimes you put on a smile. Hey, Jim, can you put on a smile for us?
Yes, I put on a smile. I so happy. Bah.
Finally, Jim looked happy. But he didn't feel happy inside. I realize I haven't been showing the pages, so just to catch us up here, some of the pages. Norman and the lemur. And Jim. Here's the snake he tripped over. My apologies on the pictures, folks. My brain goes 200 miles an hour. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing.
You should swing with us. Ooh, ah, 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 ah,
said the monkeys. But Jim didn't feel like swinging.
You should roll with us,
said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling.
You should stroll with us,
said the peacocks. But Jim didn't feel like strolling. Maybe you felt like Jim before, right? Even though everyone around you is happy, you on the inside don't feel happy. And that's okay. It happens to everyone. It does. It does. And this book kind of teaches us that.
You should lie in the grass with us, Jim.
You should stomp your feet with us, Jim.
You could see all the animals trying to get Jim to feel better. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat old meat or some honey, or you should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun, or you should dance. So all the animals in the jungle, in the forest, are doing whatever they can to get their buddy Jim to be happy. But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? The others asked. It's such a wonderful day. Look at Jim. What'd he say? Tell him, Jim.
Everyone, I'm not grumpy! Ah!
And he stormed off. When you storm off, I'm sure this has happened to you or someone you know, when you storm off, it's like you just want to get away from the problem. Let's pretend Addison did something we didn't want her to do, and we kind of kept yelling at her and yelling at her. Eventually, she just might storm off, like, hey, I want to get away from this. And that's how Jim's feeling right now. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everyone, and mostly sorry for himself.
I guess I am grumpy.
And here's Jim feeling grumpy and sad. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, up came his buddy Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up and he was frowning.
What's the matter, Norman? Are you grumpy?
No, said Norman. I danced with a porcupine. And look at this. He got the quills right in his booty. Are you okay? Asked Jim.
It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough,
said Norman.
Are you still grumpy?
Yeah, said Jim. But I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to feel grumpy.
It's a wonderful day to feel grumpy,
said Norman. And Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. I never read the story until I just read it to you, and I love it because it kind of gives us permission. Not that we need it, but it kind of gives us permission to be grumpy or moody if we are feeling maybe not the greatest. Now, I want to just clarify a little. Being moody, being quiet, being in a down mood, that's okay. Being mean to people is not okay because of that. Right? What you could say to someone is if they keep trying to ask you to do stuff or play, you could even be like, I'm in a really bad mood today. I'm just going to go spend an hour in my room. Or, you know what, I really appreciate you asking, but I'm not in the mood to talk right now. We'll talk later. That's the way you handle it. If you walk around just and angry, that's different than being grumpy. That's different than being sad. That's different than being down. That's almost being mean. I want to just kind of make sure you understand that. So thank you to Jim and thank you to Norman for teaching us a great lesson today. Now, on the next page, you are going to write and tell me a time when you feel grumpy. Or maybe something that happened to you when you felt sad. Maybe you lost someone that was important to you. Maybe someone was sick, went to the hospital. Maybe you wanted something that you couldn't get. Maybe you just woke up feeling sad. Maybe the rain makes you feel sad. Maybe knowing your grandma lives far away, that makes you feel sad. Maybe when your favorite sports team loses, that makes you feel sad. Maybe your friend hurt your feelings and that makes you feel sad. But you're going to tell us a time you felt sad. All right? See you next time. And Norman and Jim, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I want to say my butt hurts. Yes, when I am moody, I do a few things to make me smile. You can try them too. Number 1, I think of people falling down. Number 2, I think of birds pooping on other monkeys' heads. Number 3, I think of elephants farting. Ha 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 ha. And I also say this poem. It goes like this. Try it. Poopy, poopy, pee-pee, pants. I love to do a silly dance with my body, Mr. Duty. If you do it, you won't be moody. All right. Bye, boys and girls. Go Bills!